This template is designed to assist the small business manager in determining the hourly cost for each employee and what you should charge. This is one of the most critical parts of any small business, and charging enough for your work is the key to profitability and staying in business. Let's begin on the Company Info tab. When you open and save your copy of this form, you will need to enter the percentage-based wage taxes. The template will use these to calculate the cost of these taxes for the hourly wages. You will also need to enter the monthly billable hours for your workers. This is automatically copied to the Insurance, Vehicle, and the other tabs, who will use this to calculate the cost per billable hour for all other costs that are not a percentage of wages. We have used 160 in our example. This gives you 48 weeks per year, with 4 weeks lost due to vacation, holidays, or weather delays. Next, we will go to the Summary tab. All columns with headings in blueprint are for you to enter information. I have inserted a comment for all column headings where you will be entering information. These comments appear in cells with a small red triangle in the upper right corner of the cell. If you place your pointer near this red triangle, you will see the comment. These are a tip from Bob and will help you in using the template. All columns with headings in black print contain formulas. You should not need to enter information in these columns. However, you may change these formulas if necessary for your situation. The instruction manual contains detailed instructions on how to use or modify this and all templates. Since workers' compensation rates vary with the type of work performed, you will need to enter the workers' compensation rates on the Summary tab for each employee in the cells of the WC rate column. The formula in the WC column will multiply this rate by the hourly pay in the rate column to determine the dollar amount in the WC column for each employee. There are two options for filling out this column. Option 1 is to enter the appropriate rates, if they are known, in the cells to the left of each employee. Option 2 is to use the WC Rate Calculation tab. Your workers' compensation billing statement will usually have an experience modification factor and an additional tax by your state. These changes will increase or decrease your individual premium from the standard premium. We have developed a relatively easy way to calculate a true percentage rate for your workers' compensation. The instruction manual will explain in detail how to use this option. In the employee column, enter your employee's name and type of work performed. This will automatically be copied to the Insurance, the Vehicle, and the other tabs of the workbook. This will save you from entering these on each tab and will also help you keep the information on the correct line. After you enter the hourly rate of pay for each employee in the rate column, the program will automatically calculate all percentage-based taxes using the information you entered in the Company Info tab. The Insurance, Vehicle, and other tabs will each be filled out for the cost of each employee's insurance, vehicle, or other cost which apply in your situation. These tabs will use your monthly billable hours, which you entered on the Company Info tab, to calculate the hourly cost and will automatically transfer this amount to the Summary tab. The Vehicle tab can be used for any other type of equipment your company may use, such as excavation equipment. The subtotal is the cost per hour excluding vacation. The cost of vacation is calculated by multiplying the subtotal by 128 and then dividing this amount by the billable hours per year. The 128 represents 2 weeks of paid vacation, 80 hours, and 6 paid holidays, 48 hours. If your situation is different, you will need to modify the formula for the sales of the vacation column. The cost column is the total of subtotal and vacation, as we have previously calculated. This provides you with the actual cost per hour for each worker. You will use this information to develop a rate to charge per hour for each worker. In the charge column, you will enter a rate to charge for each employee. The profit column contains a formula to subtract the cost from the charge for each employee and will show you the hourly profit or loss per worker. The template provides totals at the bottom of the page for the cost, charge, and profit columns. Since you may not be able to charge for all employees, you will need to pay attention to the total charges and profit for your field crew. This will let you analyze your charges to see if you are covering all of your labor cost or if you will need to adjust your overall profit margin. Please note that in this example, we are not charging for the secretary, but are charging for the project manager. This results in a small profit per hour. The project manager is usually the owner in a small business. Let's see what happens when you do not charge for the project manager. As shown here, you will now have a large hourly loss. Let's now see if we are able to charge for half of the manager's time. Based on a charge rate of $45, this would be $22.50. This still results in an hourly loss. This can be covered by adding to your overall profit margin, your contractor's fee, or by raising the charge rates for your workers. I feel the most logical way is to raise your hourly charge rates to cover all of your labor costs, as we are doing here. As you now realize, this can be a very powerful analytical tool for the small business manager. Thanks for viewing this tutorial, and I hope you will find it helpful for your business.